Hey everybody, it's Steamboat28 and I have the hiccups. So far we've done a few more chickens. We've bred 10-10-10 log chickens, 10-10-10 flint chickens, 10-10-10 smart chickens, and 10-10-10 sand chickens. We went into the nether and found some soul sand chickens and some nether quartz chickens just roaming around. So we're slowly breeding them up to 10-10-10. And we made some bone white chickens. Now, if you're curious how we made the bone white chickens, it's very simple. There we go. I will make one for you, or show you one really quickly. Ow. We also planted a cactus in the middle of the floor. Any of these eggs that we're making, the dye eggs, are going to be the dye around the egg like that. That makes a bone white chicken egg. Now we're not going to make another one. What we're going to do instead is make 2 other dye eggs. The reason I made the bone white chicken egg first is because A, bone meal is kind of easy to get. I got a lot of mine through sifting and I got a lot of mine through the mob farm. So it's pretty easy to get. The other reason is so that we could get... Why am I going this way? The other reason is so we could get our next 2 important dye chickens. The yellow and the red. Now for these we're going to have to do something a little bit different. I know that I told you not to use these hatchery nests. But, y'all, I figured them out. I think there was something in the update that fixed them. I'm not sure. So we'll do the rose red first. Plant one there. Plant one there. And now they're slowly going to hatch. Instead of it being a random chance, they're going to slowly hatch. And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and make 2 yellow eggs. And we'll put our dyes back in there. You know, I've probably got enough to make 2 more of these. Let's do that. Also, let's rearrange some stuff. Oh no! Luckily I have enough to make another. I accidentally hit the wrong button and threw that egg. So we're going to make another one. Put it there. There's a hatching pen right there. Shift right click that in there. Now we've got a space where we can hatch eggs. 11% already, that's pretty good. So there's that. We have feathers and chicken manure and a lot of other stuff. We got some extra eggs. We got some potatoes, a lot of other mob spawns, passive mob spawns in our little area down there. Let's go clean out our mob farm real quick and then we'll talk about what we're going to do for today. Okay, another thing we did, like I said, we planted this cactus, and the reason we did that is so we can make cactus green and make a green chicken as well. We're going to need 16 of these to make a green chicken. So we're just going to let this grow. Another thing we did is make a bonsai pot and put an apple sapling in it. Now the bonsai pot recipe has changed from the last time that we used it. The mod updated. It no longer requires dirt in the center. And they have a nice sleek new look. The reason they don't require the dirt in the recipe is because you right click it with the proper dirt in the actual pot. So if I were to break this, which I'm going to do right now, we got our hopping bonsai pot. Got our hopping bonsai pot. We're going to right click it with the dirt, throw our apple sapling in there. Now the reason for that, hit U for uses. The reason for that is that some of these don't require dirt. Some of them require something else. Some of them require, for example, slimy grass or netherrack. And this allows the mod to better coordinate with other mods for that. You just put in the dirt that you need, and you go on with your life. I'm gonna go and get our chicken catcher ready. Now, I'm gonna clean up the mob farm one more time while we talk about what I'd like to do today. I would like to get together some kind of auto furnace. I don't care how it's sorted or how it works, if it runs on coal, charcoal, whatever. I would like to get preferably some kind of redstone furnace going, but I know that we don't have any redstone to contribute to that yet. There is a strange vehicle on the outside of the house. It has stopped. I do not know why. That is why I am quiet. Do not shift-click cactus into your furnace. If you shift-click cactus into your furnace, what will happen is that it will be used as fuel. %, 36%. We're not doing too bad. Alright, so let's check on our chickens. First, the bottom one. These are all the chickens that we have at 10, 10, 10. I'm keeping a breeding pair of each in this double chest here, just so we can have them. This is all the chickens we had to breed to get to 10, 10, 10. Got our original chickens in here, and then all these 2, 3s, and 4s, and 8s, and whatevers. Now, those I need to dispose of, because I need more room in those chests. Now, I could make more room in those chests, or I could get some kind of fuel going. So that's kind of what I want to do. I kind of want to take this. Let's see, I'm going to take this out of the furnace there and put that in there. Take that out. And put that up there. And just see how that goes. Because we can actually smelt these chickens to get chicken. So that's kind of neat. That is a 9, 10, 8. We're going to replace the 8, 9, 7 with it. You basically just want to keep the highest numbers of stats in there with your chickens at all times. We're going to wait for our chickens to hatch and we'll be right back. 99%. Here we are. Oh, there, that one came first. We'll bop that one. Oh, I couldn't get his little hitbox. 99%. That's not bad. I'll get those next. Alright, there we go. Yellow chicken. And one more yellow chicken and we'll have a breeding pair. Now, up here, I have put a hopper mechanism for these other chickens. And I think somewhere I have a chest transporter. But we'll fix up something more permanent in a moment. But this will be the way that we get the rest of our dye eggs, because this is a lot better than wasting a bunch of dye, throwing eggs at the wall, and hoping one of them hatches. This is a whole lot better. Just wait a little bit, and you get some chickens. So that's cool. We moved our... We probably didn't have to. We moved our cactus for this so that we didn't accidentally kill the chicken. And theoretically, you wouldn't have to make 2 eggs at once. You could make 1 egg, put it in a roost, and then wait for it to drop 8 more dye. So you could do that. We're going to put these starter chickens down here. We're going to sort all that and go like this. And just slowly start filling up this top hopper up here. Our goal today is a redstone chicken. That is our goal for the day. That is our only goal for the day, is a redstone chicken. Maybe an iron chicken too, if we're feeling froggy. But that's all we're planning on, is a redstone chicken. So, these extra chickens here, we're just going to smelt them down. These are not my... And I'm going to make a sign to this effect here in a moment. In fact, I'll probably do that pretty soon. These are not my main breeding chickens. And I'll show you why that is and how that works in just a moment. 2... And there we go. And we'll do that and that. And we'll have 3 signs. And we'll put Alright, there we go. Now there's no confusion as to which ones are extra chickens. Two more of those, and then we'll move that. We got an Enderman somewhere. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Oh, okay, we're not gonna die. That was really close, though. That was... Baby zombie can't even get to us because he's higher than half a block tall. The thing about these chickens, the reason we're getting rid of all these excess chickens is that A, they're not doing us any good, because B, they will only stack if they have the same stats. And if they don't have the same stats, they won't stack. They're unstackable items. So anything that's not 10 10 10 or 1 2 3 or 1 0 0 0 like is, or 1 1 1, excuse me, that's found... Steamboat Talks, take 2. Anything that's not a 1 1 1 or a 10 10 10 is completely useless to us right now because they don't stack. And right now they're just going in there and making cooked chicken. There's all our excess ones. Alright, good. That's going to let that grow in peace. That's going to let this replenish that in peace. I think we need another apple. Alright, what do we got here? 10 10 10. And a 10 10 10. So that's going to go in our extra chicken spot. And now we're going to put 32 seeds in there because we want exactly 16 chickens. It takes 2 seeds per chicken. There's our 10 9 8 that we'll be throwing away later. Alright, that's a 10 10 10. Neither of those are. So we still have a little ways to go on that. That is an 8 10 9 and an 8 10 8. So there's that, and we'll put 2 in there. And we'll start breeding our red chickens because I happen to know that redstone chickens require red chickens. So let's put 2 and 1 2. And you always want to only put 2 seeds in here at a time while you're breeding your chickens if you're doing it manually. If you're not doing it manually, whatever, go nuts. But if you're doing it manually, that's how you want to do it. So we're going to see if we can't get some extra cactus out of this. At least enough to go ahead and start 1 chicken And then if we can get that one chicken going, we'll do that. Drop those back in there. Alright, so there's 6. But if we can get enough for just one chicken, enough green dye for just one chicken, plant the egg in the nest, then we can let it go ahead and lay its way up to getting us that second egg so we can start breeding it. So really all you need is 8 of the dye to make a dye chicken. 7. Now the lapis is going to be hard to get. It's not going to be fun. I don't think we currently have any. Do we? No. 8. There we go. So as soon as these chickens are done, this is also a great source of chicken meat, by the way. Look at all that cooked chicken. We're going to let these burn down all the way before we start using our charcoal. Because we're going to use our charcoal in sets of 8 to make tiny charcoal like we did earlier. And it's going to be awesome. There's a 10, 10, 10. There's a 10, 10, 10. Alright, glorious. 32. Be fruitful and multiply. 10, 9, 9. With a 10, 8, 9. I'll try to get that going. Throw these guys in the extra chickens bin. Oh, the red ones are coming along. This is 3 1, 1, 1 chickens in a stack, and you can see how slowly that produces. Look at the number ticking along. This is 16 10, 10, 10s. They filled this thing up almost instantly. It's amazing what these chickens can do. I'm going to have to build a storage system very, very soon for the sole purpose. There's a 10, 10, 10. These are all 10, 10, 10s. Yeah. Alright, let's carve out. I took that thing out too early. Let's carve out a spot for another quartz chicken right there. And we'll get these 4 bone white chickens. We'll remove these 3 and that bone meal. Now watch this. Look how fast that's going compared to the other. Throw those in the extra chicken bin. 10, 10, 10. So close. So close. Chicken bin. Alright, so we're going to have more roosts. Let's get to making more roosts. Alright, you see how long it's taking this one pair of chickens, the red chickens, to breed, as opposed to how long it's taking the 10, 10, 10s to breed? That's because of the growth statistic, I believe, but I'm not positive. The gain statistic is how much you're getting from the chickens, and I think the strength is their resistance to problems, but I'm not positive. So, like I said, we're going to give this a little bit more time. We're going to give our extra chickens something to think about. I'm going to pop this cactus in the system here and see how long it takes to work through. A couple of things I'd like to work on in upcoming episodes, if not in this. This episode is just about the redstone chicken, and maybe, can we make an iron chicken? What is an iron chicken? Quartz enriched iron chicken, flint chicken, and bone white chicken. Alright, so we can make an iron chicken too. So our goals for today are iron chicken and redstone chicken. And if we can get iron chicken and redstone chicken, then every other chicken that we make is going to be just golden. I mean, not literally, but... See, we've already got 18 nether quartz out of that. We've already got a stack of bone meal out of that. So really, I should plant a different log here, but whatever. That actually is not a bad idea. Let me replant this. Shift click that onto there. Dirt on there. Jungle sapling. Because I need cocoa beans, y'all. I need cocoa beans. Why? For brown chickens. Let's see exactly which chickens we... Let's see. Can we breed a brown chicken? Yeah, red and green. So we don't actually need cocoa beans. So I just planted that for no reason. Good deal. Well, we need to produce apples. We actually don't even need apples. What am I thinking? We've got all this chicken to eat. Alright, there's some soul sand chickens, and we'll put them down there. Now, eventually, everything is going to come to this central roost collector. But for right now, y'all, it's full. I got too many eggs. So that's going to be a storage system problem. Ah, we got a new chicken. We'll be back when all these chickens are done. Alright, so we put our green egg in the nest. Now what we're going to focus on is trying to get some other eggs. Now this, we're done with for a little while. Let's block that off for a minute. See if we can get some kind of... Oh, wait, no, I know what we can do. I was going about this all the wrong way. I was going about this all the wrong way. We need... I can't spell. To get a black chicken. And for an ink black chicken, we need an ink black chicken egg, which requires any kind of black dye. Which could be floral powder. Now, I don't know if you guys know much about Botania, but we can get floral powder stupidly easily once our red chickens and our yellow chickens are producing. Let's go ahead and see how much we've got right now in red and yellow dye. Not enough. Because we need to make floral fertilizer, which requires 2 yellow and 2 red and a bone meal. Chickens are the chickens that we base every other chicken on. 16 bone white chickens. Alright, so we'll remove these 2 bone white chickens. Oop, they go down here in our breeding pair chest. And we'll replace them with the yellow chickens. And those guys have a few more pairs to go through. Yeah, he's only got 10, so we need 6 more. The other quartz chicken needs 1 more. $29% on that egg. Last episode I talked a lot of mess about trying to get an automatic farm going in here, and that's great and all, but for right now we don't have access to redstone except because we don't have... You need an iron stiffened mesh to get redstone from sifting, and we don't have enough iron for an iron stiffened mesh. We could grind it out, but I'm kind of beyond that right now. Oh, also, important side note, there's water under that block. When we use the baits, there's water under this block too. You have to have at least 1 block of water or the baits won't work. So, now you know. Knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. So, that's our last nether quartz chicken. Slap him in there. Grab that breeding pair out. Slap it in there. 2 more 10, 10, 10 soul sand chickens. So the chickens on the bottom, at least the ones we've got on the bottom right now, are the base chickens. In standard modded, you cannot get these chickens except by finding them in the world. There's not normally a recipe for them. And we either had to capture them in the case of the nether quartz chicken and the soul sand chicken, or create in the case of the log, flint, smart, and sand chickens. Create them. Same with the dye chickens, but the dye chickens I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, it's going to be 7 across here, and then 7 across. Yeah. So the dye chickens are going to be split up probably along this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 14 of them, and then 2 of them will be somewhere else. You know, whatever works. But that's what we're doing right now. We're dealing with dye chickens. And the reason we're dealing with dye chickens is because the redstone chicken requires a sand chicken and a red chicken. But what's the iron chicken take again? Flint chicken and bone white chicken. So let's get a flint chicken from our breeding pairs and a bone white chicken from our breeding pairs. Now, having done all of that before to get these up to 10, 10, 10, it's going to pay off right now. Because they're going to breed a lot faster. And because they're going to breed a lot faster, we're going to get the offspring a lot faster. It might be a bone chicken, it might be a flint chicken, it could be an iron chicken. So we're just going to have to wait and see. But the point is that it's going to be a lot faster than doing these silly little 1-1-1 chickens that we've been doing. That's why we're getting all of our chickens up to 10, 10, 10 before we crossbreed them. That's why all of these down here are 10, 10, 10. Well, that and because I really want resources. Because, look, now I've got a chicken that just makes sand. How easy do you think that's going to be to pound down into dust if I want redstone? Stupid easy. I don't have to go through all the other steps. It's great. I love it. That is a bone white chicken at 10, 10, 10, and it is not doing me any favors. So we're going to throw it up in here. But that is the main reason that we're taking the time to breed all of these to 10, 10, 10 first. Because if you get them all to trip 10 like this, the triple 10s, 10 to the third, whatever you want to call it, if you get them to 10, 10, 10, super chickens is what I call them normally. But if you get them all to 10, 10, 10, they breed faster, so the crossbreeds are faster and better out of the gate. You're not sitting around waiting as long. Oh, we're out of chickens. Okay. What I'd really like is if we could automate that process and feed it into a culinary generator that would power the redstone furnace, that would power the culinary generator. That would be super. These extra bone white chickens are not doing us any favors, so we're just going to throw that in there and we're going to let this whole thing fill up. Are they done? They're done. There's our last soul sand chickens. Got all 16 of them in there. They'll stack to 16. That's as high as they'll go. So once you get, there we go. Once you get 16 of them in there, you're good. What else do we need to breed? Can we do uses on a chicken? Like sand chicken. What are the uses of a sand chicken? Breeding chickens. Flint and sand makes gunpowder. Ooh. Sand and red makes redstone. Sand and snowball makes clay. Sand and clay makes silicon. Sand and yellorium makes cyanite. So that's cool. We can do that. So what's the log chicken do? Coal chicken. That would be a really good chicken. A flint chicken. Okay. Snowball chicken with a blue chip. Okay. String chicken is ink black and log chicken. That's weird. Rubber chicken. That's just funny. Magical wood chicken. Bred from log chicken. And what's the XP chicken? Cactus green and emerald chicken. What's emerald? Cactus green and diamond. Diamond is gold and glass. What's gold? Yellow and iron. So we've got a long way to go. We've got a long, long road ahead of us. But it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. And we can do so much of it off camera. Ma, stop the presses. We have an iron chicken. Now, do I have to breed that one back up to 10, 10, 10? Or is it already going to be 10, 10, 10? I bet I've got to breed that up. That's going to make me so mad. If I spent all this time breeding these chickens, only to have to breed the iron chicken. But, it's a goal. It's one of the goals that we made. In fact, let's go ahead and take that out and slap it in there. Another bone white chicken. We'll wait for another iron chicken, and then we'll intervene. Okay, so the smart chicken is useless, but I like it, so we're keeping it. Cold chicken, gunpowder chicken, iron chicken, aluminum chicken, and sulfur chicken from that one. Coal, gunpowder, iron, aluminum, sulfur. That's what we just checked from the flint. Bone white gives us gray, iron, light blue, lime, pink, nickel, light gray, silver, tin, and gassed tier. Well, that's interesting. Nether quartz chicken eventually gives us glowstone chickens, black quartz chickens, glass chickens, lava chickens, osmium chickens, and quartz enriched iron chickens. So that's handy. And soul sand chicken eventually gives us solarium chicken. That's kind of cool. Not super, super cool, but kind of cool. Just out of curiosity, let's see what is bred from the iron chicken. Gold chicken, aluminum chicken, conductive iron chicken, invar chicken, lead chicken, osmium chicken. Osmium chicken is going to be stupidly useful. Quartz enriched iron, refined iron, silver, slag, steel. Slag is going to be really useful too. Steel, dark steel, electrical steel, inori crystal, mana steel, pulsating iron. What is that interpearl chicken? Netherwort chicken and diamond chicken. Glowstone and cocoa brown. That's not terrible. Yeah, these iron chickens are clearly at 111 again. So we're going to do all the stat breeding off camera because that's going to take forever. And on this and the redstone chicken, and then we'll show some of the crossbreeds as we get them set up. But mostly I want to get them done so that we can have some semblance of automation. The one thing that bothers me about the chickens mod is that I don't see a Certus quartz chicken. So that might mean that we're out of luck on AE2 unless we go the mystical agriculture route, which eventually we will just because there are quests and we want to do that. But, you know, just one grindy farm thing at a time, right? Y'all with me? You know, one of the wonderful things I just realized about this chicken farm is that, for example, if I have an automatic wheat farm and I need bone meal, I can just take 16 of these chickens and a roost, plant them on top of a hopper going into my automatic farm, and not have to worry about anything again. That's pretty powerful. That's even better than bees in my opinion. So we're going to be using chickens from here on out. That's pretty boss. Now I do have a question about these roosts and the roost collector. I wonder if the roost collector can collect even if you can't see the roost. Like if it doesn't have a clear line of sight. And the reason I ask that is because if so, I could put some roosts here where they would be inaccessible because of this roost and this roost. Like this block here and this block here would make that block inaccessible. But if the roost collector can still collect them, then it wouldn't matter what I put in there. We could use those for die chickens in the corners, and then just pipe out of the roost collector into our directly into our storage system through the floor here, because that'll collect all the way up to 3 high, I think. Pretty sure. But we'll have to get a storage system together to find out. 9, 10, 10, we're getting so close. Redstone chicken, you are close to us. We are 86% on an iron chicken. We're about to get there. We're about to get our red chicken. Once we get our red and yellow chickens, we will start making the other colors. I read on a post on Reddit that I only need green, blue, and black to make all the other colors. White, because we've already got white, yellow, and red. The goal is to move these out of here and put them somewhere else, and then fill this whole wall with chickens. I'll have to do some testing in a test world first, though. Almost. Make me a iron chicken. Come on. There's the other 10, 10, 10 chicken for red. So we'll just slap 32 in there. And this first one we're going to take out and put in here. Okay, well, we're going to come back when we breed a redstone chicken to 10, 10, 10. And breed an iron chicken to 10, 10, 10. And we're going to... You know, that's our goal for the episode. So that's just what we're going to do. We're just going to keep going until we get that. We're going to do most of it off camera. Going to get this little guy hatched. And then we'll go through some other stuff. So, what I'm excited about right now is that we got 3 of our main important die chickens ready. We're going to grab 1 stack of bone meal, 2 stacks of dandelion yellow, and 2 stacks of rose red. We're going to put these together here like this. And that should make us a stack of floral fertilizer, which finishes a quest. Let's take care of these quests real quick. Claim that one. Claim that one. What did we... Oh, Lexico Titania. That's cool. We might actually get into that yellowite ore. Alright. And more 64 storage components. So... what was I saying? There were words coming out of my face. I know there were. Floor fertilizer, yes. So what we need now is to make a mortar and pestle, which is a stick, a bowl, and a plank. I got some bowls here, and I got some sticks over here. And this will let us make I gotta do it in a big crafting grid because it's not shapeless. I always forget what's shapeless and what isn't. Also, isn't there a bag, a sack, pouch, flower pouch, wool, and petals? Alright, so we'll see how this goes. Let's get that set right there. Now, floral fertilizer is going to be the key to getting us blue dye. We just want the blue and black dye. Awesome. So that's how we get started in Botania, guys and gals and everyone else. We just make some floral fertilizer and slap the ground with it. That's why we made the yellow and red chickens first. Alright, let's see what we picked up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 8 of each. Get these 16 petals here. 16 dye. 16 dye. Lapis blue chicken eggs. And ink black chicken eggs. And we're going to go set these out and let them hatch. And then we'll be able to make the rest of the dye chickens from these chickens. The lapis blue chickens will give us lapis. The ink black chickens will give us ink. So we will not want for any of those things ever again. Alright, in the meantime, we're going to go collect the wheat from our wheat farm. And we're going to think about next steps. So, what we're going to do off camera for next time is we're going to go ahead and get the iron and redstone to 10, 10, 10. I know I said we were going to do that this time, but it's taking so long, and I want this episode to be ready to put out on time. So we're going to do that. Iron and redstone. And we're going to see about crossbreeding some other chickens. We're going to try to get all the dye chickens, of course. I'm going to try not to do anything major without you guys. But I am considering very strongly... Oops. Getting ready for a automated farm really soon, because this catching all the weed stuff is just, it's too much. It's just too much. So for next time, we're going to have 10 10 10 redstone chickens, 10 10 10 iron chickens, 10 10 10 dye chickens, at least the basic red, white, blue, yellow, green, and black chickens. And we're going to collect a lot of iron. We're going to start work on a storage system. We're going to start work on a farm. And we're going to see where it goes from there. Alright? Catch you next time. Bye!